Howdy y'all, happy Wednesday. Today we'll be going on a journey back in time. We're going vampire hunting. It's gonna be so much fucking fun. So let's get going. When I say vampires, I'm not talking about actually, blood-sucking demons from hell that are immortal and just seek nothing more than the destruction of humanity. No. Something far, far worse. People that aren't immortal, don't want to suck your blood, but are unaware entirely that they themselves are a vampire. They siphon your energy for their own gain. They steal your happiness to feel fulfilled themselves because they can't create anything of value within their own life. They can only rip down what you have built. They can only pervert what you have created, and they can only damn you for trying your best to be who you are destined to be. Narcissist. I think everyone's probably heard the word before. They probably also know what an empath is. And they're complete polar opposites. So firstly, I want to get off on the signs of how to detect a narcissist, how to identify a narcissist. And you'll start to see that every single one of these is the opposite for the empath. So self-centered, pretty obvious. Narcissistic people are self-centered. They want everything to be given to them. They want life to adhere to what they want. And they want everyone else to do as they say when they say it. Otherwise, they may gaslight you. They may project towards you. They may call you an idiot or a dumbass or whatever other fucking variant of the word they want to use, which is a form of arrogance. They want to take from you instead of give. It's always me. And yeah, a complete just lack of empathy. Okay? So on the flip side, you are others focused, outside. You would rather give than to take. Instead of arrogance, you're humble. Instead of gaslighting, which all gaslighting is let's say I keep sleeping around. And so I can't come to terms with the fact that I may have some hoish tendencies. So what I do when I go out in public and I see one of my friends talking to a girl, let's say, and he doesn't even need to be sleeping around or doing anything that I'm doing, right? But because that's what I'm doing, I'm assuming that's what he's doing. So I'm going to project onto him and say, oh yeah, he's probably just trying to get some pussy. I bet he's trying to get laid. Oh, he doesn't even like that girl. Oh, she's a slut. She's a whore. All that type of stuff. That's what narcissists will do. They'll put what they feel and who they are on the inside onto other people, even if that's not the other person's intent. That's a key thing narcissists will try and do. That's gaslighting. And, projection as well is some type of inadequacy within yourself. So if somebody else, let's say your buddy starts a company, and you are too scared on the inside to start a company, you are going to put that fear on them. These are the people that come around in your life and say, oh, well, what if it fails? Oh, I bet it will fail. Oh, have you thought about this? Oh, what about that? And it must be so scary. I bet you can't sleep at night. I bet you can't do this. I bet you, shut the fuck up. Shut your fucking mouth. Tell these narcissists to start shutting the fuck up. We don't need them in our life. 2024 is the year that we kill all the vampires. We kill the narcissists. I'm not talking about actually going out and slaughtering them all, but you can get rid of them by removing yourself. Give them your absence. Physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, every way humanly possible, we need to part ourselves, detach ourselves from these narcissistic people, these narcissistic entities of energy, so that we may ascend ourselves. Because if everything is energy, guys, and before I move on, I want to touch on this. and you are raising yours, and you have narcissists attached to you, I just want you to realize that as you try and go up, their behavior is going to get much worse because they can sense the increase in your energy and they want it. They want all of it. They don't care if you succeed. They don't care how you feel. All they know is that that happiness and fulfillment on the inside that you are feeling is something that they want. They love feeling right. They love having things given to them. They love it when they can control people. So the best thing for them to do is to find a supply of somebody who is overly empathetic and willing to give out their energy and has the energy to give out, and they will attach themselves on like a fucking parasitic leech and they will steal your energy, whether you like it or not. And I've tried to change these people in the past. And I'm not saying that I haven't had narcissistic tendencies in the past. I believe it's a spectrum. You aren't born a narcissist or an empath and stay that your entire life. Sometimes you're born an empath and then you go a little bit narcissistic for a while when you have to find yourself, and maybe in your life you were too giving for too long and you got stepped on. So then you had to embrace a little bit of that self-love. The self is more important than the other, to learn and to teach yourself your own value so that then you may go back to being an empathetic person that has standards and discipline where you're not just constantly giving it out to everyone willy-nilly and for free, right? So it's a spectrum and we can go back and forth. However, there are the absolute narcissists. These people, they will not change. So we need to be able to identify them and to get rid of them. So there's two types. There's the covert narcissist, which is kind of like the introvert version of the narcissist. They're a little bit harder to detect. And then there's the overt. Overt, very obvious. This is the Kim Kardashian. This is that pop star singer that doesn't matter whether it's good press, bad press, as long as it's press. As long as people are talking about them, it doesn't matter what they're talking about, right? So you can understand, conceptualize, imagine the Kardashians as this overt narcissist. We know what those people are. They are vampires to society. They should not be famous. The world would be a better place if wherever they were suddenly wasn't a thing. If you know what I mean. If you're catching my fucking drift. We don't need human beings like that. They don't offer anything of value. They just keep taking from you. And we need to become conscious of that. Just because you aren't giving them your money doesn't mean you aren't giving them your energy. You're giving them your time. You are giving them your mental state. Become conscious of that. Are the things that you're reading out there in the world, are the things that you're seeing impacting your emotional state and your mental state on the inside? Are you feeling worse after seeing what they're doing? Or are you feeling better? Is it uplifting or is it pushing you down? We have to start becoming conscious of this. And it's very easy to do with the overt narcissist. They do not hide their intentions. They want your attention from you. They want to be proven right. They don't care about your feelings, and they just want the energy, okay? Covert, this is what you'll probably see more so in relationships if you're dating someone. These are the people that are kind of Indian givers, if that's a appropriate term to use, where they'll give you something, but only if they receive something else, right? They're not just giving to you for the sake of giving. It's because they're looking to receive. And then sometimes what they'll do is they'll give you gifts in order for you to act a certain way. And if you don't, they will continuously bring up all these past things that they've done for you in order to try and control you emotionally, physically, mentally, spiritual, whatever way it may be. They will use what they've done for you in the past when you thought it was out of niceness against you. They don't care about you. As long as you're number two and they're number one, and they get their way and they get the energy and they're proven right and you do what they say, it will be fine. It will be peachy. But just understand, at the end of the day, there are a lot of relationships going on right now. Men can be narcissists, women can be narcissists, okay? Happens on both fronts. But that partner that genuinely, it seems like they care, but at the same time, you can tell. You can tell that they really only give a shit about them. They're only out in this world for themselves, okay? So that's a covert narcissist. Be conscious of it. You can feel these people. The people that are constantly putting others down, talking about other people, drama. Typically, that is a tip-off to narcissism. If you are more focused on other people and what they're doing in a negative light instead of trying to uplift other people, narcissist. Work on yourself. So moving on, I want to talk about your toolkit that we can use here. So if we're going to be vampire hunting, we need our steak, we need our garlic, and we need holy water. And I'm talking about a wooden steak, not like a slice of meat. Although a slice of meat with some garlic and some holy water sounds fucking biblical. That sounds fantastic right now. Okay, so the steak is the physical, garlic is the mental, holy water is the emotional. And all this in your tool belt is related to giving them your absence. If somebody's constantly taking your energy, taking your time, taking everything from you that you don't necessarily want to give, but you are a good person. You on the other side of the screen, you're a good person. You keep giving it away because that's what you've been taught. You've been told you should be nice. All right? This is when we need to start giving our absence. These people that constantly take, remove yourself physically from their presence. Don't be around them. Okay? Limit how often you can hang out with them. And set boundaries when you do hang out with them. This leads into the mental part, the garlic. Okay? So if you're not going to physically be around them, let's say, because this is the age of technology, you have group chats. You have Instagrams, you have TikToks, you have all these different means and mediums to use in order to talk to these people. Start removing yourself out of the group chat. Delay your responses. Do not give them what they want exactly when they want it. Start conditioning them to behave. You don't get me unless you fucking act right. All right? And I don't care what your opinion is of acting right, motherfucker. You're acting wrong. You're acting out. And tell them that. Stand up, grow a spine, and tell these people, no. No. You will have no friends, or you will act right. There is no in between. You will not gaslight me. You will not project on me. You will not take everything that I worked so hard for in my life from me, motherfucker. Or I will destroy you. That is the mentality we need when we're hunting these vampires down. When we are removing them from our lives. Okay, and then finally, the emotional aspect. This is going to get back down here to the narcissistic supply and protecting your energy. But emotionally, right, everything in the emotional state is a vibration, right? So if you are up here and you're in a state of love, bliss, joy, understanding, and they're down here and they're constantly in a state of anger, envy, greed, lust, and they're making all these comments towards you. They're saying, oh yeah, look at that girl, she's got a nice ass. Lust, okay? Oh, look at that guy, I bet he's a real crook because he's got all that money. Envy, okay? They're gonna give you examples. They're gonna show you who they are, okay? And what I need you to do is from up here, you're not gonna go down there. You're gonna give them an absence of energy. You will not go down to that energetic level. Okay? So you hear that statement about, oh yeah, she's got a nice ass. You just look back at the narcissist and say, yeah, you know what? I bet she has a really nice father too. Right? And you troll them. You troll these motherfuckers into oblivion. Absolutely destroy the mental of a narcissist. Make them realize just how pitiful they are, and they will slink away out of your life. The second you start diffusing their statements, their emotions, and replacing them with higher emotions of your own, they're done. They're cooked. They cannot stay around you. Trust me on this one. And they will get so nasty, so mean, and flip on you in an instant. And I just want you guys to know, there are good people out there. We will always support you. So if they really start coming after you, know that you're loved, bro. You have the support. And these are just nasty people. You don't deserve what they're doing to you. However, you have the solace of knowing that you're a really great person if you attract a lot of narcissists. Like, trust me, if you attract people that constantly want to steal your energy from you, you're doing something right, okay? So do the extra work, take the extra mile to start hunting these motherfuckers, all right? We got to get rid of them. We have to get rid of them. Society cannot survive in a self-focused state of being. It's not possible. That's where we're at right now. We got all these wars, all this lust, all this bullshit, all this greed. This society is going to fall apart. If we do not change it, if we do not have people put into power very quickly that are good people instead of these rats that all they care about is their dollars and how much people love them, well, then we're kind of fucked, okay? But we can do our part on the front lines of dissolving these narcissists down in the acid of light. That doesn't really make any sense, but it is what it is. So, next section, narcissistic supply, burning the caravan. I want you to imagine that a narcissist is like a jackal or a hyena, all right? They're there, they pick the bones of something else that somebody else has already achieved and done, right? They pervert the good. They steal from those that have. You are the caravan. You are on the Oregon Trail. Hopefully you don't get dysentery. That would be fucking terrible. Also hilarious though. That would be a fun way to die. But yeah, if you are the caravan, just realize that the more light you have, the better you are. The stronger your caravan, the size of what you are going to accomplish, your dreams, your passions, your goals, your love towards the world, it's like an ever-growing caravan, okay? It gets larger and larger. And what happens as you have a larger and larger caravan? You attract more visitors from the outside. There are people that are wandering around that don't have any light in their life, and they're like, holy shit, what is that off in the distance? I want some of that. That looks good. Okay? And you have to have active discernment to understand who is good and who is bad for your life. This doesn't mean go around saying, yeah, fuck all narcissists, I can't be around them. No. You don't have to judge them as a person. Just understand that that's where they currently are in their soul's, reincarnative cycle, or whatever you believe in. See, I believe that you have to go over certain traumas throughout your life or lives, and you learn lessons, and then as you integrate the lessons, you grow as a person. Most human beings probably start off more so as a narcissist, if it's their first soul's reincarnation. Because at that point in life, it's, I need things, because you don't know what else is out there. You just want things given to you, right? You're not at a state where you can give to others. So understand that it's part of that spectrum, right? We're not hating these narcissists. We're not judging them. We're not putting them down. But we have to use discernment, which is taking a step back and saying, can I have this in my life? And the answer to that question is no. Fuck no. It's not good for you. It's really bad. It's bad for you. That's the important part. That's discernment. Is it good or is it bad for you without judgment? You're not getting rid of them because they're bad people. You're getting rid of them because they're bad for you. Okay? That's discernment. Narcissistic supply. Get rid of it. Don't let them in. Don't give them your energy. Protect it at all costs. And that leads into the last part I'm going to talk about. Protecting your energy and then actively transmuting theirs. I think I kind of touched on this up here in the emotional section. But when I say active transmutation, all I'm talking about is energy level higher. You take an energy level, whatever that energy is that you receive or is given out, and then you raise it to something higher. So if they give you a statement out of envy, you give them back something out of joy or bliss or love or happiness or understanding or willingness or acceptance or one of those, a higher emotion of understanding. You take their negative energy and you dissipate it with positive energy, okay? Do not lower down, because that's what they want. You are a rocket ship going up and they are an anchor, okay? You do not need more anchors on your rocket ship. What those anchors need is some fucking jet fuel, because we all know that jet fuel can melt anchors. Or is it steel beams? Who knows? Okay, so active transmutation, and we have to protect that energy. It is paramount that we have to stay in our high level of energetic space, okay? We are up here, guys. They are down here. That doesn't mean you're better than them, but you feel fucking good. And you talking with them is fine. You don't have to completely get rid of everyone that you deem a narcissist out of your life, but you have to protect your energy from them. And you have to train them, you have to condition them over time to understand that you are a force of good. You are here for love and for the light. You are not going to tolerate all of their low energy comments, their vibrations, their attitudes toward life. You're not going to do it. So if they want to act that way around you, you're not going to give into it. You're not going to give them any of your energy. You're not going to shit talk with them. You're not going to go down into the mud, okay? You will stretch out your hand and say, I will show you the light, or you can mire and shit. But there's no in between. I'm not going in the fucking mud. These are brand new Jordans, okay? Am I understood? And they're like, but that's really mean, and I think that you're a bad person because you won't do that. And you're like, well, stop gaslighting, you little fucking bitch. That's what you need to do. You need to have a spine and stand up to these people once and for all, and just start becoming conscious of all the tools and tricks that they will use to try and berate you, try and break you down, try and go after everything you hold dear. This is a very serious problem in today's society. It is the empaths versus narcissists. And the empaths will always win, and the narcissists will always lose. That is the way it works. Them be the rules. Good always will prevail. So guys, if you're on the team of good, or maybe right now you're more on that narcissistic side, all I'd ask is become conscious of whatever actions you're making and how you're putting your energy out into the universe and what you're taking from other people. Just try and balance the scales a little bit, all right? If you've been taking too much, try giving a little bit more. If you give all day, every day, maybe show yourself some self-love. You don't need energy from somebody else, but give it to yourself for once, right? Stop just giving everything out to other people. You know, get a habit of self-love. For me, it's like, I'm a terrible painter, by the way, but I do love bullshitting with some paint, listening to some music, and just like dancing around the house with my dog. It's probably like one of the most autistic fucking things you could possibly imagine, but I love it. It's good for me. It's renewing energy that comes in, okay? So figure out what you enjoy doing. Figure out the people in your life that maybe are not the best for you, that you won't need moving forward, and then start recalibrating your life to go towards the objective that you want, the dream, the goal, the reality. And stop giving your fucking energy to these dickheads that don't want you to succeed, man. If you don't have any friends, just comment down in the comment section, man. You'll find some friends down there. right? There are so many good people out in this world, and we need to learn how to identify the bad ones so that we can find the actual meaningful and fulfilling relationships that we all so desire. All right, guys. Love you guys. Happy Wednesday. See you tomorrow.